Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Atlanta. It is Sunday night. It's Blazing Pedals. It's Chris and Rick up in the booth. Rick, how are you?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing tonight?
Oh, man, doing ready. I'm doing great. I'm ready to go. This race should be very different from last week. It's a faster track, longer track. And we have got, 33 drivers in so far?
33 so far, yes, sir.
Unbelievable numbers. Rick, I believe we need to talk to Mr. Jason Powell here tonight.
Yes, sir. Jason Powell, we got Rick and Chris up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you. How you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good, sitting here trying to figure out some strategy.
Well, excellent. Listen, we don't want to take up too much of your time. I noticed that you are the driver spotlight of the week there at Blazing Pedals. Tell us a little bit about how you came to join Blazing Pedals.
Well, I was just cruising the forums one day and seen that Ty had put up a short track league there, so I joined that, and they was telling me about this league, that they was just doing that for the off season. So I said, well, I don't run NASCAR tracks, but I'll check you guys out. Then I got in here, and it's such a family in here, it's more than just a league. Like Mark says, we're a community, and I got hooked, man. I love these guys.
That's awesome, man. I mean, it's always good when I think everybody who sets out and plays any kind of game or simulator, that's multiplayer, always looks for that one group that you can actually consider family. And I think you're definitely right. I think you found that right, the right spot here at Blazing Pedals.
Absolutely. I mean, even with you guys too, in a Discord and talking with you guys and being close and interacting. I mean, there's an awesome relationship, I feel like, between Blazing Pedals and Turn 3, and with Tim coming on, and there's a lot of good things happening.
Well, I absolutely agree, my friend. We love being here. Listen, you're sitting pretty high there on the speed charts right now, 5th. You feeling pretty good here for Atlanta tonight?
Yeah, I feel pretty decent. I think, take care of that right front will go a long way. I feel like the car is a little tight, but I feel pretty good.
Excellent, man. Well, listen, we wish you luck. Do you want to do the invocation now?
Yeah, I'll get it, man.
All right.
Thank you, Lord, for another great day that you've blessed us with. We want to take this time and to thank you, as this being our Easter race. Thank you for the Savior that you sent for us, and all the things you do, and all the things you continue to do for us, and all the blessings that you give us. We ask you, Lord, to keep us safe, keep us happy, and keep us healthy. Keep us focused on you. Help us, Lord, to always be a brighter light for you and have a stronger desire to raise your name up and be bold and have a healthy fear of the Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, brother. Hey, listen, I'm going to put you back down with Nick, and you can get back out there and practice. Got about 9.5 minutes left, buddy. Thank you very much.
Hey, man, thank you guys.
All right, Jason Powell, thank you, bud. And good luck here in the race. As Rick mentioned, he is 5th quickest here in the practice session. So that's a pretty good thing. We're going to step away. We got a couple of things to take care of. Like, I don't know, Rick, maybe something like the national anthem. We'll be right back, right around the corner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
right, back here at Atlanta, getting ready to go, and just have, oh boy, not very much time at all. A little less than 8 minutes here left before we get qualifying underway. Let's go ahead and take a look at some race information. Again, we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the He Is Risen 195. A couple of stages to take care of tonight, Rick. It's going to be at the end of lap 40 and at the end of lap 80.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good race, though, Chris. I mean, I've been watching practice since the server opened up, and the guys the drivers seem like they're doing a fine job now. We were told by Jason that it does feel a little tight out there with the setup. Of course, we got to thank David Liam over at Pay to Win Setups. Make sure you check him out and paytowinsetups.com. And but I think it's going to come in through, man. I mean, we're at Hotlanta. It's looking pretty good out there right now. Actually, it's not really all that hot, though. The air temperature only 78 degrees.
Yeah, though, watch out for that track temperature, 98 degrees, and that is where the heat is on this track. And I can guarantee you, these guys are going to feel it tonight.
They are. They're definitely going to feel it.
All right, as they set up for a little pit party. This is going to be our first opportunity to kind of see all these drivers together and give us an idea of what it's going to look like here tonight. So we're going to keep an eye out. And it looks like they are going. Whoop, got a problem already. The 19 gets sent down into the wall. They continue on. Again, this is just a little preliminary, just to kind of get a feel for driving around with everybody. And it looks like they're calling it off. They want to start over and do better.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. I'm listening into the driver chat, and as soon as it happened, Dalton Kilrow, the 41 there, called it off. Now, of course, Chris, last week we know that we were at Lucas Oil, a really short track. So, it's been kind of a cool season so far. Of course, we opened up here at Daytona, then we went to Milwaukee. We all remember how that was. Then we had a good race at Auto Club. Then we went to Lucas Oil, and now here we are at Atlanta. And it's going to get a little bit better even. I mean, I love this track, Chris. It's one of the oldest racing surfaces out there on the circuit. And they're talking about wanting to repave it, but I don't know if that's going to happen. They've been talking about that now for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just leave it alone. And we'll see. All right, so waiting to see if they're going to bring them all side by side again before the end of practice. And it looks like they may be trying to do that. Another new driver out there, the 99, Vincent Arthur, we just saw, and now he is again on the screen. Nice looking car.
That is a good looking car.
All right, so Vincent Arthur now part of the Blazing Pedals family. Very cool.
They've definitely done some growing here this season, Chris. And as I always say, I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's always good to see.
Looks like we might be starting 37 drivers here tonight.
That's how many right now are in the server. The only two that have not gone out on track to do anything, the 6 of Derek Paulson, who we know had a really rough race last week at Lucas Oil, and the 20 of Josh Klinger.
All right, they're going to side by side it again, just as a matter of practice. The 41 going to lead them around. Last season's champion, Dalton Kilrow. Who's outside? The 3, Mr. Corey Sherman. And Corey may have spun the tires. He moves up.
The wheel spin definitely out of the 3.
Dalton Kilrow takes off, but everybody else kind of minding their piece and cue up. Well, here we go again. Track surface might be just a little bit warm. Oh boy. Hopefully this is not a sign of things to come, Rick. Amanda Sherman spinning hard. The 5, Rutherford. Blinking quite a bit.
Well, I got a little information here, Chris, about the setup. So it is a little tight to be past at Atlanta for the Atlanta long run here. So definitely going to be tight. The preferred line is the top in 1 and 2 in the middle, and 3 and 4 after the race gets going. So obviously those guys want to try to rubber in this track during practice as much as they possibly can. Of course, with only 2 minutes left to go, I don't know how much rubber is going to get put down on that surface.
Yeah, well, they're trying. I mean, they've got a pretty good group of guys out there right now that are running full speed ahead, including a bunch of the TNA drivers, nose to tail. Terry Foster, Corey Sherman, Aaron Backover. Behind them, the 41, Dalton Kilrow. And Corey Rutherford leading the way in that number 5 machine. Hoppy hits into the wall with his 2 machine. Fast driver here tonight so far in the practice, the 88 of Jamie Walker, who did not have a good race last week. In fact, if we take a look at the point standings, Dylan Tucker, now your points leader, followed by Matt Grunberg. Jamie Walker down to 3rd last week's race. Rick, he came in first spot, so dropped a couple of spots. Dylan Kilrow sits in 4th, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in 5th, Josh Klinger, Hank Caston, Blake Decker, James Miller, and Corey Sherman round out the top 10.
Yeah, it was kind of a strange race there for Walker last week, Chris. You know, he was down towards the back of the pack and just got into a few issues there, and actually he ended his night, which is something that we're not used to seeing out of Walker. And I know the week before that, prior to that, he wasn't feeling too well there at Auto Club there, where he actually won. But when we talked to him after the pre-race interviews, he sounded terrible. So, you know, hopefully Mr. Walker feeling a little bit better here at Atlanta tonight.
Matt Hackathorn in the 84, one of the brightest colors out there. I'll tell you, that thing gets your attention. He's had some decent races, just hasn't had the finishes he was looking for as the server switches on over into qualifying. And we're going to see who pops out on track first. Yeah, Hackathorn not wasting any time. Here we go. For the first time tonight, we're going to be able to see what kind of speeds, top speeds, we're going to be able to see in this 10-minute qualifying session. You have an opportunity to run 2 green flag laps. See how high he was running on the backstretch towards the wall into turns 3 and 4 down to the bottom is Matt Hackathorn. Hoppy, the first one to cross, 31.315. Hackathorn with a 31.459. We swap over to James Miller. Miller in the 09. Tim Horton's machine out of Canada.
I'm still waiting for our Timbits, man. I don't know.
Oh, we got a couple of other drivers that have went ahead and crossed the start finish line. Cody Moore in the 24 has the pole speed right now, a 31.15 for Cody Moore. James Miller posts a 5th quickest, 31.266. How about Hank Caston? Hank has had a really good start to the season. Boy, he has been racing his heart out. A dog named Hank. Go check him out over on Amazon. Pick up a toy for your dog. Hank gets that 36 up to speed. Not Derek Paulson, third quickest right now. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin takes over the pole from Cody Moore.
Now, of course, the Butcher, he needed that, Chris, because last week, not so well there for the 10. Same thing with the 6. Those drivers, maybe a little redemption going on.
Yeah, Derek Paulson had a terrible night. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Brian D is a 31-1-2 for the pole. Wow.
He's on fire.
$13 have qualified so far. And, oh, let's make it a whole bunch more now. Hank Caston, his first time by, gave him a 23rd quickest. Let's see if the second lap going to be any quicker out there tonight. '24th it is for Hank Caston. Dalton Kilrow, last season's champion on the track, his number 41. Getting set to go. Dalton also, he's had a good start to the season, but has not been able to sniff out a win yet.
Yeah, he's come close a couple times, Chris, but I think he's really trying to find himself there in these new Xfinity cars. Of course, last season we were in the ARCA/K&N cars. So these things a little bit different. They race a little bit different, and Ian just has, or Dalton hasn't really picked up on it yet, but, you know, we got a long season to go here still, so he's got plenty of time to figure it out, but I know that he wants to try to get locked in so he doesn't have to have that pressure all season long. I mean, that's one thing that he didn't have to worry about last season.
Yeah, absolutely. First lap, good enough for 21st quickest, and then gets into the wall. So that's going to be the end of Dalton Kilrow's qualifying. And we do have a new quick driver out there. It's Jamie Walker. How about Tom Orozco? Is this Ty's first race of the season? It might be. Have I called his name? Trying to remember, Rick.
I'm trying to remember too. I'm drawing a blank though.
I don't think we have. Nick Okie out on track in his number 9, and you want to talk about a horrible start to the season. Poor Nick is not had it going at all yet. It's so bad his paint scheme's not loading in.
Maybe he's trying something new. He wants to be the dark horse here tonight.
Maybe. 32nd quickest in his first lap. And he's going to call it. Cody Moore still out on track, even though he is qualified. He is getting a little extra practice in. Old Woodside, Blake Decker. Look at that hair. Man.
He's got it flowing.
So far, 7th quickest in his number 92. And he cuts it off. 7th quickest for Blake Decker. Cody Moore still going around that track. But Josh Klinger hits the track. He is going to try and qualify now. So far, 33rd quickest.
And there's just a handful of drivers, Chris, that haven't taken any track time yet during qualifying here. Now, one thing to remember, due to season rules, drivers, to get the bonus points for the biggest mover, they have to put down a qualifying lap. But right now, Ian Habiak, Jeffrey Fisher, Randy McAvoy, Matt Grunberg, and Marquis Smith have not taken any qualifying time yet.
Yeah, just as you're saying that, though, Ian Habiak coming out on track.
He is waiting for Dad or something. I don't know. Letting that pizza settle.
Hey, you can't drive on a full stomach. And we know that he was having some pizza Again, this is becoming a Sunday night thing.
The new Sunday night pre-race visual. You got to do it.
Yeah. All right. So Ian going to try and get his 16 up to speed. Just a little over 2 minutes, 15 seconds left here of qualifying. Still a few drivers that haven't come out. Marquis Smith, Randy McAvoy, Jeffrey Fisher, Matt Gruenberg, Dalton Tucker. As the 16 is up to full song now. Across the start finish line for the first time. And Ian comes over the line with a 32.19, good enough for 32nd. Got to find a little bit more speed there, Ian. This track very fast and typically very slippery. We're going to find out if that's the case here tonight. It certainly looked like it during the little pit party that they had before the race started, before qualifying. Second lap for Ian Habiuk puts him up to 31st. A 31.53 is top speed for Ian Habiuk. Dave Seats did come out. 32.06. Nick Okie, Josh Klinger have all qualified. So we have 34 drivers that have qualified. It looks like Dalton Tucker might be coming out on track.
Gonna be a good field, Chris. If everybody out there does start, that's 39 cars out there.
Yeah, unbelievable. What a starting lineup. My Lord, it's huge. But 20 seconds left here. I don't know if Dalton came out soon enough. We're going to find out. No, I don't think so. Officially end of qualifying, and that is it. All right, let's take a look at the grid for tonight's race. On the pole tonight, going to be the 88 of Jamie Walker. To his outside, it's the 17 of Brian Dees. Inside row number 2, it's going to be the 10 of Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Outside row number 2, going to be the 24 of Cody Moore. Inside row number 3, it is going to be Derek Paulson. Outside of him, in 6th spot, going to be the 55 of Joshua Rutherford. Starting in 7th spot tonight, it's going to be Blake Decker in his number 92. To his outside, Rick Thompson in his number 76. Starting in 9th place tonight, it's going to be the 09 of James Miller. And to his outside, the 44 of Aaron Bockover. Terry "Da Man" Foster going to be starting in 11th spot in his number 86. And Vincent Arthur, in his first time out with these guys, going to be starting in 12th. Starting in 13th tonight, it's going to be the 13 of Dave Bennett. Ty Morosco in the 1 machine, going to be starting in 14th. In 15th tonight, it's going to be the 33 of John Perkins. And to his outside, Jordan McAvoy in his number 66. The 17th spot belongs to Jake Elrod in his number 11, with Casey Campbell to his outside in his number 73. Jim Ott going to start his 7 in 19th position, and Jason Powell going to be starting in 20th spot in his number 18. Jacob Hoppy going to be starting 21st tonight in his number 2, and Dalton Kilroy going to be starting 22nd in his 41. Corey Sherman going to start in 3rd spot tonight, in the 23rd spot tonight in his 3 car. And Tanner Marr going to be starting in 24th.
And the 22 of Brad Collins is going to be starting in 25th. On his outside is going to be the 84 of Matt Hackathorn. And then we have the 5 of Corey Rutherford going to be starting in 27th, with Amanda Sherman and her 8 going to be starting in 28th. Then we got the 36 of Hank Caston going to be starting in 29th. On his outside, the 28 of Mike Hamlin in 30th. And then we have the 16 of Ian Habiak going to be starting in 31st, with the 14 of David Seitz in 32nd. And then we have Nick Okie in his 9 going to be starting in 33rd, with a 20 of Josh Klinger in 34th. We got Matt Gruenberg in the 54 going to be starting in 35th, with Dalton Tucker starting his 51 in 36th, Chris. Then we have the 19 of Marquise Smith going to be starting in 37th, with Jeffrey Fisher in the 98 going to be starting 38th. And rounding out the field in shotgun position is going to be that 61 of Randy McAvoy in 39th.
And that's the field here tonight for the Blazing Pedals. We're going to get ready to go. Green Flag Racing here at Atlanta. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday night for the He Has Risen 195 stage racing. Stage 1 ends at the end of lap 40. Stage 2 at the end of lap number 80. And green flag is in the air for the first time tonight. Jamie Walker, your pole sitter, leads the way. Jamie Walker. 2 cars back. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. And we're already starting to see very close to 3 wide driving back in the pack. And the 86 and the 44 said, no, I don't think so. Ty Morosco right behind those drivers with John Perkins watching. A little bit of movement going on here up front. Derek Paulson takes over a spot. Here comes Blake Decker at Old Woods side, number 92. Hops in front of Cody Moore. James Miller in the 09, up 3 spots already. And he is on the back bumper of the 92, heading down the front stretch. As we are working lap 9 of 195 here tonight.
Hey Chris, I just heard over the race channel that the 20, Josh Klinger, having an issue coming down pit road already, having some equipment malfunction. So it might be an early night here for the 20 team.
Klinger off track. We'll see if he's going to be able to make it back.
Ooh, we got a battle for the lead already. Brian D's working that inside lane there on the 88 of Jamie Walker. Walker using that outside lane, which we talked about, Chris. It is quite fast up there, and it's just going to get better as the race goes on. But Jamie Walker reclaims the lead once again.
Yeah, quick battle for the lead, and D's not able to get there. Jamie Walker's so good at using that momentum on the top side of the track. Proved it once again. A little further back in the field, Corey Sherman sits in 22nd spot. Tanner Marr, Hank Caston right behind him, along with Dalton Kilroe. Just ahead of them, the gentleman we spoke to before the race, Jason Powell in the 18. In practice, Powell was 5th quickest. Right now, he's back in the 20th spot, but trying to work his way forward. Here comes the 73 of Casey Campbell down below him. Boy, made that one look easy. Here comes a 21 as well. Tanner Marr going to try and take advantage of that inside line.
I think the 73 is the new paint scheme here this week, Chris. The 73 looks good.
Yeah, it is new, and it's pretty. It's a nice paint job.
Of course, main sponsor on there, Island Custom Woodcrafts. I like it. It's going to look good in 2 weeks there when we go to Homestead, too. Get the palm tree on the hood.
Off next week for Easter. But we are definitely on here tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. We couldn't be here without you. So we really do appreciate you being out there in YouTube land. Feel free to say hi and let us know what you're thinking about the race so far. That's one of the advantages of being on YouTube and not on real TV. We can have a little bit of a conversation with the fans.
And we love it too. And of course, if you haven't yet, there we go. Edward Tucker. Catch up, Dalton. Go 51.
Edward out there cheering on.
Dalton Tucker. Oh, no, Tim, that's not good. Thanks for checking us out and hanging out here with us here on YouTube. We appreciate it. I'm sorry that we got to get that figured out, man. If it won't update iRacing, that's not good.
Well, lucky for you, Tim. We're here bringing it to you live, bud.
And he is doing good. Now, you got to tell us what's on that pizza. Chris and I were having that debate there during practice.
To me, it looked like pepperoni, ham, and mushroom, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that's good, man. That's what we like to hear right there. Of course, Tim Habiuk is the owner of TRJ Karting. Make sure you go and check them out at trjkarting.com on the interwebs. Give them a like on Facebook also. Pepperoni and sausage. Oh, well, you're close, Chris.
Oh, okay. Ian Habiuk in the 16, the TRJkarting.com Ford Mustang sits in 33rd. And here comes Amanda Sherman in the 8 car. Gonna try and go right on by, and she does. Amanda Sherman starting to flex her muscles a little bit around this track, Rick. Oh, with a blink. Oh, boy.
I was going to say, did you just see the blank, or was that just my system?
Ty Morosco in the 1 machine sits 15th spot. Right behind John Perkins. Just hoping to have a nice clean race here tonight. Panamar brings it down pit road, Rick. Keep an eye on that. Up front, Jamie Walker leads the way. Brian Dees in second. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in third. James Miller up 5 spots into 4th position. Blake Decker up a couple into the 5th position. That's your top 5. 6th through 10th, Derek Paulson, Vincent Arthur, Rick Thompson, Terry the Man Foster, and Cody Moore, your top 10. And Rick Thompson, let's not forget Rick Thompson. Unbelievably, doing it inside of an RV.
I think that's cool.
It is. Let's bring it up. He doesn't have his camera quite right for us, but he says follow us on Instagram at where_2_next_RN for other traveling adventures. Rick, it's pretty cool that you're out there, but it's really neat. Found out that his wife is a traveling nurse, and that's why they're in the RV. So a great thing to do.
That's what you call life goals, buddy.
Yeah.
Life goals.
Yeah, no doubt. Terry Foster, he's up 1 spot. He's running in the top 10, highest runner of the TNA Motorsports guys and gal. And Joshua Rutherford right behind him. Going to try and find a way around. Josh Rutherford would love to try and get himself inside of the top 10. I know, Shelly. I couldn't believe it either. I just had to say it out loud because, wow.
He's the fastest one right now. And I got to thank all the folks over at TNA Motorsports. If you haven't yet and you have Facebook, make sure you look up TNA Motorsports and give them a like on Facebook. Every Monday night at around 8:30 p.m. Eastern, they have a cool little podcast thing that goes on. And I was the first official guest there last week, man. Had a lot of fun with Corey, Terry, and Amanda. And of course, poor Backover, Mr. I'm So Fast. He had to work, so he wasn't able to join us. But I did get a chance to interview him for a second, and all he said was, so that's all we got. But man, if you haven't yet. And of course, they're going to be doing some giveaways. And of course, if you want to support any of the TNA drivers, make sure you head on over to Savage Edge Graphics online. And Corey Sherman, the owner of Savage Edge, actually has a nice little spot on his website for all the TNA Motorsports gear.
Yeah, high quality stuff. I can tell you for sure. I ordered some vinyl decals for my automotive shop, and man, he whipped those things out in no time, got them to me in no time, and they are perfect.
They are perfect. I have a couple myself.
Oh, the 92 bounces off the wall just a little bit. That's Blake Decker, and he is going to pay the price. 2 cars have already gone by. Now the 76 of Rick Thompson gets by. So one little miscue from Blake Decker costs him 3 spots on track. He's got to rewind, try again.
Well, the good news is, Chris, we're only on lap 19 and 195, so plenty of time left. It doesn't look like there's too much damage there on Old Woodside there on the 92 machine. But we'll see what happens with Blake.
Michael Falk takes all that time, paints him up a nice car, and he damages it.
It's wood though, buddy. We'll sand it out. It's all good.
All right. Well, Jamie Walker still leading the way over Brian Dees. Dees starting to close the gap though, as it is less than a half a car length. And Brian Dees looks like he might be taking a look to the outside.
Yeah, Dees been pulling around Walker a little bit here, Chris. Well, for about 20 laps now, and tried to give him a little run for his money there earlier on, but wasn't able to do it. So maybe he's just learning something.
I'll tell you, there are worse people out there to follow.
Michael Fox out there in chat, buddy. If you guys need any kind of, I said Fox, it's Falk. Sorry about that, Michael. But if you need a paint, make sure you head on over to MF Racing Designs on Facebook. That is the man. A lot of these cars out here on track have been painted by this talented gentleman, and you won't be sorry, I can tell you that.
Let's bring up Brian Dees live in his iRacing room. He is the second place driver in the number 17, and he is all focused in.
I think that's just a cardboard cutout. I don't know. I just saw a blink, so it's not. He's been that way since he sat down, though, I can tell you.
Yeah, true enough.
He's all business when he's in that chair.
Again, he is to the outside. Has a good run this time on Walker. Walker might be in trouble.
Ooh, we got the first gentleman coming down pit road, Chris, for an actual service. Now, you asked me to check out the 21 of Tanner Meyer. Looks like he had some mechanical issues also, so he has called it a night here. Going to get that number 21 back to the shop there and get ready for 2 weeks from now when we head to Homestead. Of course, like you said, we are... Oh, Blake Decker came in also. So 2 cars down pit road now.
Oh, at the line, bud. I don't want to cut you off, but we have a new race leader. Brian Dees is taking it over. And now the Butcher on the outside, along with James Miller, might be putting in. They have Jamie Walker back down to 4th. Our pole sitter in trouble right now. Oh, he's bringing it down. So Brian Dees, our race leader. Stage number 1 going to end at the end of lap number 40. So we're just over halfway there. 3 sets of tires, and plus the one that they started with.
And pit road's definitely going to be getting busy, Chris, as we're going to see the leader here, the 17 of Brian Dees, pull it down onto pit road this time by 2.
Yeah, Dees bringing it down. The Butcher tries to hold on to the race lead. The 09 James Miller was taking a peek to the inside, couldn't do it. The Butcher, I believe I saw something. Rick, maybe you can go to the beginning of the server, but I believe the Butcher might be racing with a bit of a heavy heart here tonight. So he is definitely running out there for a reason. 99, Vincent Arthur going to be joining the top 2. It's a 1-2-3 race at the line, nose to tail. Derek Paulson going to try and get involved with this one before the end. So we have drivers that are going to be looking to merge back in.
And Chris, you are absolutely correct there. Taylor, at the beginning of the race, did come in and say that I'm streaming and racing for a cause tonight. Rest in heaven, Savannah Payne. So, Taylor and everybody who is involved and affected by that, you know, you have our deepest sympathies, and sorry to hear that, my friend.
Staring into your soul. Yeah, no kidding. Oh my.
Sam Baumgarten, aka Serby, aka 53 TV, out there. Good to see you, bud. Hopefully this is a little easier on you this week here.
Yeah, so far so good. The Butcher though gets real tight, heads way up on the track. The 09 of James Miller takes over the race lead. So James Miller up 8 spots to lead this one, and it's not going to be long though before they come down pit road. And ooh, I just saw some red.
I did too. Jake Elrod.
Yeah, we stay under green though. Oh, we're under green, but I'm going to go back and take a look in on Jake Elrod, see what happened with him, as he ended up jumping into pit road. 13 gets into the wall, comes off. The 11 hard into the inside retaining wall, and that did not bring out caution. But man, what a hard hit for him. And our race leaders come down pit road. It looks like 44 Aaron Bockover now going to be leading this one. Bockover doing it on fuel. Dave Seat sitting in second spot. The Butcher in third. And Aaron Bockover brings it down.
Old Sling Blade. He says, I've had enough. I need some Sunoco racing fuel in this 44 Budweiser.
Dave Seat's bringing it down now. The Butcher gonna be your race leader, but not for very long. Here comes the 17 of Brian Dees on the outside, and he's bringing Jamie Walker along for the ride. It's a 4-way battle for the race lead. That time by, the Butcher had it on the inside. The Butcher trying to hold on to it. James Miller giving a push. On the top side, it's Brian Dees. Dees ahead of the Butcher now by about a car. And the 88 of Jamie Walker trying to get there. Doesn't want to give the 10 the opportunity. Hop back in line, keeps him down. And pillar to pillar now. Heading into turn number 1 is the 10 and the 88. The 9 comes down, makes it a middle lane. We're going to go 3 wide.
It's the battle of the Dew Crews, man.
James Miller thinks better of it. Falls back in behind Jamie Walker. Walker now with a bit of a head of momentum and not able to do much with it. These guys are locked in with each other.
They really are. Sam, I'm not worried about it. I have confidence in you guys. You guys got a good race here. And it's Atlanta, man. It's fun.
All right, things have seemed to have sorted out. Brian Dees leads the way. Jamie Walker, James Miller, Taylor the Butcher, Benjamin, Derek Paulson, your top 5. Paulson right behind the Butcher. 6 through 10, it's Vincent Arthur, Rick Thompson, Matt Gruenberg, Cody Moore, and Dalton Kilrow. Let's do 11 through 15th. We got Marquis Smith in the 19. Corey Sherman sits in the 12th position. Joshua Rutherford, 13th. John Perkins in the 33, running 14th. Brad Collins in the 22, running 15th. Behind him, it is Dalton Tucker running in 16th spot, up 20 positions since the start of this race. Jordan McAvoy in 17th. Terry Foster, Mike Hamlin in the 28, and Jacob Hoppy in the 2. That rounds out the top 20 runners here at Atlanta for this Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. Oh, the 09 touches the wall. That might slow him down a little bit.
And it does.
As Jamie Walker able to come back around, that high side definitely giving some speed. And the 09, James Miller wasn't able to hold on.
I just got to be careful because here comes the Butcher and that 10 machine, Chris. He's got a full head of steam right now.
Yeah, the Butcher with Paulson right behind. And Derek Paulson, rubs the wall just a little bit. So that's something we're starting to see, Rick, and that could be old tires. Just giving a little push to the car, sending them up into the wall if they're a little too close. Vincent Arthur in his first run here with these guys in the 99. That really nice looking car. Man, that is a nice looking car. Look at that thing. As we're under caution, didn't even notice it. Just a little bit before we were supposed to.
Trying to find it here, Chris, but I don't really see much. Okay, so it was Hoppy, Chris. Went off track. He went across somebody's nose here. My replay is not working for me.
Let's go back and take a peek. He's running around next to the 84. Oh, Hoppy hits the wall, and then the 5 just comes in and crushes him. Let's go back one more time, take a peek. You see the Hoppy there on the way outside, just didn't turn the wheel enough, it looks like, or he developed a push, and the 5 came in and no place to go for Corey Rutherford. Both cars should be able to continue on, but severe damage there as the 2 sits on pit road. It is lap 37 of 195. It's our first caution of the night. We're going to step away for just a moment, get a word in from Butt Kicker.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We're back here at Atlanta, serving our first caution of the evening as Hoppy in the 2 and the 5 of Rutherford get together.
Now, one quick thing I do want to mention, if anybody out there in Turn 3 Racing Network land here on YouTube, if you're looking at buying anything from Butt Kicker, make sure you use the code BLAZING. That's going to save you 20% off anything that you order there. That's a heck of a deal.
Yeah. Still thinking about getting one of those. Anyways, I gotta know if it would work with a first-person shooter.
Yeah, supposedly it works for everything, man.
That would be pretty cool. All right, so up front right now, Brian Dees, and he is looking like he might win stage number 1. Pace car lights are on. I don't know what that is. That a Tesla? Might be a Tesla.
It's a iRacing.
It looks like a Ford
2.0. No, I don't.
A little bit.
No, I don't.
All right, you're right. It kind of looks like a Chevy Cobalt, and if that's the case, look out, guys! Coolant on the track. Just kidding.
The Mustang the Mustang was there last week, at Lucas Oil, because it was a short track, so the thing could get around.
Yeah, last week, unfortunately, the Mustang led more laps than anybody else. 100 laps. last week. We're not going to have that problem here tonight, though.
No, but one thing that we are going to have, Chris, it's going to be a one-lap stage shootout here. Now, of course, remember, the stage is going to come at the end of lap 40, so when our ticker switches over to lap 41, that is the end of stage 1. Brian Dees, James Miller, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Derek Paulson, Cody Moore rounding out that top 5.
Yeah, Brian Dees is our race leader. He's on the outside because he chose to be. The Marvel Studios Camaro, number 17, gonna try and win himself a stage.
Look at that 99 of Vincent Arthur out there, Chris. And number 1, it is a nice looking paint job. But his first race here with the blazing pedals. Oh, Dees.
Oh, Dees spins the tires directly into the wall. The rear of the top lane gets stacked up hard. Oh my goodness. James Miller takes off. Vincent Arthur, you were just talking about him, moves himself up to 3rd, and man, what a problem on the outside as we go back under caution. It's Jeffrey Fisher. How come it's not bringing me to him? I don't know. There he is, 98. As everybody's trying to avoid everything. Oh boy.
Look at that smoke.
Man, oh man. Well, it is official. Our stage 1 winner this week going to be the 09 of James Miller. Toyota Supra out of Canada.
Hey.
Is our stage 1 winner. Man, what a way to finish up a stage. Brian Dees hit the gas pedal and that thing went straight to the wall. And we've got a bunch of drivers bringing it down pit road for service.
Yeah, pit lane's going to get really busy here, Chris. And I bet you the first thing that Brian Dees is going to have his guys do is throw on a new set of Goodyears on that 17.
Oh boy. So some different strategies already at play as Gruenberg being shown as the race leader with Rick Thompson, Jason Powell right behind him. Brad Collins, Casey Campbell round out the top 5. Ian Habiak up 25 to 6th spot. Corey Rutherford 7th. Blake Decker, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Dalton Kilrow round out the top 10. I want to go ahead and thank everybody once again for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series here tonight. In there, he is risen 195. This is their Easter race. Next week we are off in celebration of Easter.
Wow, exciting news out of the 17 camp. No new tires on that thing.
Wow. All right. Getting ready to start stage number 2. Let's get a word in from our main sponsor, TRJKarting.com.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
Make sure you do. Let them know that Chris and Rick sent you. Tim would love to hear that.
Do you think he would really love that, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Don't forget, other than karting stuff, he does have that dedicated section for sim racers.
Oh, I can't forget, my friend. I got gloves, I got shoes, I got posters, I got sweatshirts, hat, t-shirts. Tim's a great guy, very busy. And it's good to see a small business there looking for some part-time help Monday through Friday, doing some inventory stuff, some boxing up and shipping. So good for Tim. Very happy for the Haybucks down there in North Carolina, man, coming down, or actually moved up there because they were in Florida. But down there living the dream right now.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, cars are starting to fold in 2 by 2. We're going to get ready to go back under the green flag here, live at Atlanta, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Matt Gruenberg in the 54 going to be our race leader. Rick Thompson to his outside. Jason Powell inside second row. Brad Collins on the outside of row number 2 as we get ready to go. Pace car gonna take that hard left-hand turn here right after it cycles through turns 3 and 4. So some different pit strategies happening at that time. And I would say it's pretty evenly split if I'm looking really quick about who got tires and who didn't. Green flag waving as Gruenberg and Thompson take off. Look at the gap they have over 3rd and 4th. Man. Caution already on the track. Maybe Joshua Rutherford, we're going to have to go back and take a peek. Oh, it's a big one.
John Perkins, David Seats.
Yeah, we're going to back it up. Looks like Ian Haybuck also involved in this one. No, Ian able to drive it around. Great job out of Ian, really. Wow. The 9, the 33, the 55. Can't tell who it is on the inside there. The 14, it looks like. David Seats, yeah.
Oh, bad news for Brian Dees, too, there.
What's the bad news?
Well, he was in that accident. The 17.
Oh, was he involved in it, too? I missed that.
Yes,
one.
sir. The 17 came down pit road, Chris, after that failed restart there for the 1-lap shootout for stage 1 after he spun his tires into the wall. He didn't take new tires, but he did let his crew repair some of the damage. Bloomberg down pit road, so now a new race leader, Rick Thompson in that 76.
Cautions, breeding cautions. This is caution number 2 for incident, caution number 3 on the race.
They ain't breeding yet, they're just getting together. It's all Serby's fault.
It's been a good race. That first stage was pretty much all green. Well, just gotta let them settle it down and we'll get back into it here.
Track is still pretty warm, Chris, sitting at 96 degrees right now. That air temperature climbed up to 80. The hot Atlanta's starting to get warm.
It always seems to. Local track time 3:13 in the afternoon. Rick Thompson, Brad Collins, Jason Powell, your top 3. Then it's Casey Campbell, Corey Rutherford, Blake Ducker, Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilrow, Cody Moore, and James Miller, your top 10. James Miller, winner of stage number 1
The woes of John Perkins, that 33 champion barbecue machine. Not having a good night here at Atlanta, Chris. He's got the EOL from bringing out that last caution.
All right, so race control doing their job, handing out the penalties.
See, Sam, I had to say something. I didn't want you and Mark to get bored. And again, we want to thank everybody for hanging out here on the Turn 3 Racing Network with Chris and I and all the awesome drivers here at the Blazing Pedals, TRJ Karting, as they're got their Xfinity season going. This is race number 5 here. If you haven't yet, hit that red subscribe button, hit the notification bell to find out whenever Turn 3 Racing Network goes live. And Chris, we got something pretty much going every night. Roger Muth, Al Smith, KR Stolpus, Dave Worley, or Worrell, Cody Early. There we go. Getting everybody mixed up.
And combining last names. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's all good. It's Sunday night.
Pace car lights are off as it starts down the back stretch. Our race leader, Rick Thompson, opts to go to the outside lane.
Speed Mafia filling up 3 of them spots there.
All right, let's watch for any spinning tires. Nothing on the top. 4 drivers, they're all free and clear. Green flag is out one more time here at Atlanta. Jason Powell taking it down to the inside a little early. Powell might be looking for a spot. The 92, Blake Decker, trying to work his way forward. Decker didn't start this race the way he wanted to, but right now looking good. And right behind him, Jamie Walker, our pole sitter for the night. And oh man, Walker is going fast right now. Oh my goodness. Walker just passed 2 cars in that set of corners, Rick.
He most certainly did. I was watching that, Chris. The 88 is on rails right now. Now he's looking on the inside there, the 18 of Powell.
So just like that, Jamie Walker up into 4th position. How about Dalton Tucker, Rick, and that number 51 Monster Energy machine? It is up 25 positions, but look at the gaggle of cars. We got 4 wide racing going on.
Oh,
Oh, the 51 backs it out.
boy. That was smart.
Very, very wise driving out of the young man, Dalton Tucker, as he understood what was going on and got out of it. Here comes Terry Foster, but up ahead of them, they're looking 3 wide again. Marquis Smith on the top side. Look at Marquis Smith go. Marquis now, he is fired off. Oh, the 92 goes sideways, holds on to it.
Man.
Oh, they are pushing. And this is fun.
Terry Foster on the inside. Look at this.
Terry
Foster around the 10, now
Foster.
the 41. Woo.
Look at Terry Foster go. Up 1 spot since the drop of the green flag initially. Terry Foster sits in 10th position. Is there a bet that I didn't know about as he goes ahead of the 92 now? Terry Foster to 9th.
Yeehaw.
Marquis Smith drops it down to the inside, the 99 right there. Good driving all around this track. Vincent Arthur having fun with his first time out with the Blazing Pedals. He sits in 5th spot.
And of course, Chris, we missed something there. The 22 of Brad Collins, the Speed Mafia, got around the boss man. And that is the 76 of Rick Thompson. Now Jamie Walker starting to peak there on the inside of the 76.
Jamie Walker trying to get back to that pole spot that he had at the beginning of the race. And look at the sun shining down on that track right now. You think that's going to make it hot? Oh, yeah. Brad Collins leads the way. He's got a 4/10 lead over Jamie Walker. Let's go back into the field a little bit deeper. As, man, these guys are racing hard right now. Oh, I am loving this. Look out. Derek Paulson takes evasive maneuvers around the 16. And look at this. Amanda Sherman. She's moved up 6 spots. She's running in 21st spot now. Make it 7 spots gained. Sherman to the inside of the kid, Ian Habiak. And here comes Jim Ott in the 7th. Man, oh man.
And now we have a battle for the lead. Jamie Walker working the inside of Brad Collins. Brad came over the radio and said, Jamie, you're here. Why don't you go on by me?
And he does. So Jamie Walker takes the lead back over here on lap number 58. End of lap number 80 before we scheduled for a caution. That'll end stage number 2. Back into the field we go. These guys are racing hard back here.
I've been looking at some gyro cams in the cars, Chris. Now, the sun is shining very heavy on the track, but not giving the drivers any fits, that's for sure. So the sun's sitting in the right spot there. They're not getting blinded or anything. Now, we talked about that in prior broadcasts, where the sun's really low, man, and you're wearing VR, it is hard to see out the windshield. So right now, that track looking nice and clear.
Corey Sherman working the inside lane, and look at this. Amanda Sherman right behind him. A husband and wife duo, the 3 and the 8, getting it done on the inside. And now Corey moves up ahead of the 66. That's Jordan McAvoy. Jim Ott right behind them in the 7 goes up a little too high. May have lost a little momentum there as Amanda Sherman stays down low.
Yeah, Sherman goes around the 7, now working on the inside of the 66.
Boy, is it me or does she have her confidence? She's going to pass her husband. Go get him, Amanda.
Oh, Corey, you're not going to hear the end of this, my friend.
All right. Yes, Amanda. Yeah. Just keep it above that white line, hon. You're doing fine. No problem there. Amanda Sherman takes it up to 18th position, and she is still going. Awesome. Hey, Corey, you might want to drop down and follow her. I'm just saying. Amanda Sherman on a mission, running 16th position right now. Wow. Up front, it is Jamie Walker, Brad Collins, 1 and 2. Battle for 3rd spot right now. Vincent Arthur's trying to take it away from the 73 of Casey Campbell, and he does it. You see the 22 wowing up, bringing it down pit road. How about Marquise Smith? Up 33 spots to 4th position. And Terry Foster runs in 5th.
Terry's got to be careful because one of his teammates is coming, and she is hard charged. She just got around Ty Morosco in the 1 and the Butcher in the 10. Now she's got her sights on the 41 of Kilbrook.
Amanda Sherman running in 13th position. She's up 15 spots since the drop of the green flag. 64 laps to go. Or 64 laps ago, excuse me.
Hey, I was gonna say what? Wait a minute, my math is not that good, but it ain't that bad.
Oh man, these drivers, this is so fun. I love this. And I gotta say, Terry Foster, 5th spot. Man, my hat is off to you. Nobody around you, Terry. Just keep it on the track.
Now the rule is you have to drink a 12-pack of PBR that's been warm sitting in the sun all day.
That's
You
the
might have
rule?
missed it. Yeah, you might have missed that on Monday. That's what you have to do.
Oh boy. James Miller peeling it off, coming down pit road. Oh, Amanda Sherman had a little blip, and a couple of cars able to get her back around her. She's got to get that thing back up to speed. It looks like she has. That 8 car looks so good, and now she's setting up for some more passing.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it would look better with a bow tie on the front, but you know, tell you what, it's all good.
Look at her keep that pretty line right on the white line, those left tires. And it is working.
Oh, Marquise into the wall just a little bit. Gonna scrub some speed there to allow Brad Collins in the 22 to get around him.
Boy, yeah, he scrubbed a lot of speed. He's going to bring it down pit road, I think.
Now we have had a few drivers already come down for their service, Chris, getting set up for the last half of stage number 2 here. And I wonder if that's what Marquise is doing, just knowing now that he tapped the wall there a little bit.
Well, that one's going to hurt him. He's going to come out in a worse position than he went in because he was coming down slowly.
Oh no, he has left the race.
No. Oh,
Marquise,
no.
buddy, what are you doing?
Oh, Lordy.
It was just a love tap, buddy.
Well, that puts Terry Foster in a 4th position. So let's go over the top 5 here. Jamie Walker, Vincent Arthur, Casey Campbell, Terry Foster, and Jacob Hoppy. Hoppy with a little damage on that 2 car, but it's not slowing him down. He's running in 5th position. Hank Caston, what a start to the season he's having, running in the 6th spot.
I'm just trying to figure out still how our boy Terry, he's going good here tonight. I think he's done some practicing. He's got his confidence back. That's the thing.
Well, let's see.
In the 86 Cheap Tobacco Chevy Camaro, looking pretty good out there right now.
There he is. Terry Foster on the bottom right hand side of your screen. The 86 running in 2nd spot right now
Yeah.
as Jamie Walker came down pit road. Oh my goodness. Vincent Arthur going to come down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, your new race leader, Terry "the Man" Foster, as he crosses the start finish line. I almost saw a smile and then he coughed.
He's being very serious, man. I mean, he keeps checking there on his inside, make sure nothing's going on, maybe looking down in his mirror.
He's holding a pretty wheel here tonight. Not a lot of back and forth action on that wheel. So Terry Foster, shake it out, buddy. Shake it out. There you go. Looks like he had his right hand going to sleep a little bit.
I think he's just happy. Good for you, Terry, man. I can't wait to hear all about how excited you were for that there tomorrow night on the TNA Shop Talk.
Oh boy, there's going to be no shutting him up about this one.
It's all good. And now he's going to pull it down pit road.
Our race leader, Terry Foster, surrenders the race lead by coming down pit road. Jim Ott in the 7 car, the one that's going to try and pick it up. And he is. Jim Ott now going to be a race leader. Matt Hackathorn, Derek Paulson, Ty Morosco, Corey Sherman. Your top 5. Corey Sherman gets around the 1 of Morosco. So Ott and Hackathorn, Jim Ott up 18 spots since the beginning of this race to now lead the way. Matt Hackathorn up 24 spots to ride in second. The Butcher bringing it off pit road. We saw that down on the bottom of the screen.
But so far, the biggest mover of the race, Chris, is Ian Haviuk in that 16, up 26 positions in that top 5.
Yeah, great job from Ian. And he's not even wearing the helmet tonight.
He's not wearing the helmet. He doesn't got dad spotting for him.
I think we might have found a winning combination.
Did the 51 pit Edward Tucker? Yes.
Jamie Walker back out on track. He surrendered the race lead about 7 laps ago to come down pit road. Right now finds himself in 12th position, or pole sitter for tonight's race. And there is a long way to go to try and get back into the top 10 for Jamie Walker. And a couple of drivers bringing it down pit road makes it a little bit easier. All of a sudden, Walker sitting in the 10th spot. Top 10 drivers get bonus points here at the end of the stage, which Rick is coming right around the corner here. End of lap number 80.
It is coming very quick. We're on lap 76 right now, so just a few more to go. But yeah, look at that. Walker's not done yet. He's still peaking and battling hard on the inside of the 76 of Rick Thompson.
He was able to make those passes on the inside before because he was one of the drivers with those fresh tires. Now,
Yes.
if those tires are starting to wear in, will he be able to make it stick underneath? We're going to find out, but I don't think it's going to be as easy. Certainly. Terry Foster, one of the drivers that was the race leader here for a moment, able to get back out on track, back to 12th spot for Terry Foster. Meanwhile, Matt Hackathorn leading the way here for stage number 2. Does he have enough gas to go? Last time he was on pit road, lap number 47. Him and Derek Paulson running the same pit strategy. That's first and second spot. The 41, Dalton Kilroe gets a lap back the old-fashioned way by driving around. Oh, the 84 might be bringing it down. He is awful slow all of a sudden.
Oh, and you know what? It was just called that pit road is closed because it's almost the end of the stage. He might have stretched out a little too far, Chris.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's going to go around one more time.
Good news for him. He's got plenty of lead. And bad news, he's got to make it around this big track again. Let's hop on board. Oh, look at that tachometer. It is not happy. He is running out of fuel.
Oh, no.
And he shuts it down. Derek Paulson has taken the race lead. So Derek Paulson looks like he's going to win stage number 2. Hackathorn on pit road couldn't make it. Stage 2 winner is going to be Derek Paulson in the number 6. What a way to right the ship here in race number 5 for Derek Paulson. winning a stage. That's big stuff right there. Wow. Hackathorn tries to keep it going, couldn't do it. And when we went on board, we were watching the tachometer bouncing, and that was the car running out of fuel.
Ooh, Brian D is also out of fuel.
So guys stretching it out just a little too long. They will not make that mistake again, I can promise.
No, they will not.
Good news for Hackathorn, he is able to get back out on track and at least maintain being on the lead lap. Derek Paulson, slow around the track, may also be running on fumes.
And you're absolutely right, Chris. He just came over the radio, so I'm going to be coasting it in.
So the 6 car brings it down to pit road. Don Tucker bringing it down pit road. He had made it back up to 9th position. Everybody's going to bring it down.
Oh, there's some thirsty vehicles out there, Chris. And Paulson makes it back into a stall. Woo.
That
Just
could have
so you
been disastrous right there.
It could have been. And of course, Tim heard you. Tim's still out there listening. So there's been...
Yeah. Sorry about that, Tim.
There's been a few different pit strategies out here, Chris. I know there's one driver out there that, 83 laps in, still hasn't used a set of tires yet. I'm not going to name who. But that could be big if this thing stays green for long green flag stretches.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if I pick on him, it must mean it's time to run the commercial for him. Let's get a word in from TRJKarting.com. All right, back live here in Atlanta, and pace car lights are off, getting ready to go back under the green flag. Our race leader, the 99, Vincent Arthur. Welcome to Blazing Pedals. Rick Thompson going to be starting to the outside. Matt Gruenberg inside row number 2. Brad Collins inside row number 2. Gruenberg to his outside. Then we got Jamie Walker, Terry Foster, Derek Paulson, Casey Campbell, Hank Caston, Dalton Tucker, your top 10.
Let me tell you, it's been a good season for the newcomers here at Blazing Pedals.
Yeah, it really has. And pace car drops down. We go back under the green flag. Vincent Arthur waiting not at all for Rick Thompson as he hits the hammer. He is gone. Here comes Gruenberg in the 54, hard on the inside. And Jamie Walker tries to do sail, goes sideways, holds on to it. Jamie Walker letting it all hang out. Gruenberg going to take the race lead. So Vincent Arthur wasn't able to hold on to it for very long before Matt Gruenberg takes it and says goodbye. If I had to guess, let's go over and look. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gruenberg on a set of fresh tires. Vincent Arthur working on the old tires still. Derek Paulson now gets around him. Paulson up to third spot. Here comes the 51, Dalton Tucker. Tucker now takes over the fourth position. Tires wins races.
Yes, they do.
Matt Gruenberg, I think this is the biggest lead of the night so far. 1 second over Jamie Walker. And they're all letting it hang out. The 92, Blake Decker, down below the 73 of Casey Campbell, makes that spot happen. Now he's right behind Vincent Arthur, who started on the pole when we went back to green. Vincent Arthur going to be in trouble. Let's keep an eye on Corey Sherman coming out of nowhere. Sherman, the first driver, 1 lap down, I believe. And he is fast right now.
He is fast, Chris, and yes, I do believe he is the first car 1 lap down.
"39 drivers started tonight's race. 39.
That's amazing.
I believe that's the most of any race so far this season.
But we have had some drivers that have fallen out, Chris. The 28, Mike Hamlin. The 19, Marquis Smith. The 14, David Seats. The 11 of Jake Alrod. The 21 of Tanner Marr. And the 20, of course, unfortunately, having some mechanical issues with his computer. So those drivers out of contention here tonight.
Dalton Tucker in the 51, right on the back bumper of Derek Paulson. That would be a battle for third spot. Jamie Walker just ahead of them. The gap between Gruenberg and Walker now 1.5 seconds, as Gruenberg is absolutely speeding around this track. He has found something.
He has found something, Chris. And what I'm wondering is, I wonder if Walker could really push it to catch up to him, especially with help from the 6 of Paulson. But I wonder if Walker's like, you know what, go ahead, get out in front of everybody, burn up them tires. I'm going to save some of mine.
Yeah, you're saving tires, you're saving fuel. There's all kinds of things that you could be doing right now. As Gruenberg, actually, I'm watching that gap already start to close. It's one thing to be fast for a couple of laps. It's another to be fast consistently. And time again, Jamie Walker has proven that he can be consistent. Oh, here comes the 92 of Blake Decker trying to get under Hank Caston. He does that. So Hank Caston back to 6th spot. And if you have a dog, make sure you go on Amazon and check out A Dog Named Hank. Get him a toy. Dogs love toys. Corey Sherman gets down below. He is the first car a lap down, and he is moving. Don't burn it up, Corey. Don't burn it up.
That's right. Just stay consistent. If something comes, and happens, then you're going to get your lap back. You're the lucky dog right now.
What happened to Vincent Arthur? He was on the pole when we restarted this one. Now he has fallen back to 13th spot. Jordan McAvoy sizing him up. Down to the inside is Jordan McAvoy. McAvoy takes that spot away. So Arthur falling back with those tires. Brian D is getting set to do the same thing. Brian D's led a lap earlier on in this race. Well, multiple, but had a little problem on a restart, ended up in the wall. And
he was involved in one of those cautions. Don't forget that either.
Yeah, that was involved in the next caution, I believe it was. So
he's been putting the work in tonight.
He sure has. Right now, Brian D sits in 14th spot. Well, the gap was going down between Walker and Gruenberg, and now it's increasing again, 1.4 seconds.
There's definitely some thinking going on there, Chris, because I think Walker and Paulson and Dalton Tucker could really work together and get caught up there if they really wanted to, but it just seems like a little bit like they're just letting him, letting Gruenberg burn his stuff up.
That very well might be the case. Dalton Tucker, I don't think he wants to stay behind Derek Paulson for any more as he drops down to the middle lane. Dalton Tucker going to try and take away third spot from Paulson, and does. So a nifty move out of the 51 machine puts him up to third spot.
And as they're coming down the backstretch into 3, Chris, 3 and 4, Paulson said, listen, if you want it, you can have it in turn 3, man. I'm going to give it to you. So there's definitely, the drivers are trying to save their equipment as much as they possibly can, which is really key here at Atlanta. Now, we know a bunch of drivers have already taken a set or 2 of tires. I think pretty much everybody has taken at least a set now.
Yeah, you got 96 laps to go. It's a long, long time from now. You might as well take care of it all the way through.
That's right. As they cross the start finish line, 95 laps left to go now. So still quite a bit of racing here.
Check in on the 86, Terry Foster. He led some laps. Now he's down to the 18th position. He's got Jason Powell right behind him. Those two could be working together, maybe to try and catch Rick Thompson just in front of them. Matt Hackathorn, we saw him run out of fuel from the top spot, but he made it back out on track, was able to stay on the lead lap. Hackathorn right now being scored in the 16th, make it 15th spot as he passes Vincent Arthur. How about the one of Ty Morosco? Really haven't called his number too much here tonight. Just kind of keeping it kind of quiet here tonight, Rick, as he's running around in that 12th position, make it 11th as he goes by Jim Ott on the outside. Dalton Kilrow working the inside lane against the 73 of Casey Campbell. And here comes Ty Morosco to do the same thing.
I think he's listening in. Once you said his name, man, the afterburner's turned on that one. I'm digging the colors on that thing.
Oh, another MF Racing Design car. Go figure. It's beauty.
Just saw blink there out of the 5 of Corey Rutherford there as Dalton Kilrow was looking to make a move, but kind of backed up. There goes another blink.
Yeah, the 5 having a little bit of connectivity issues here as the 41 sets up and goes underneath. Ian Habiak, the car in front of the 41. Ian's being scored in 22nd position. The second driver 1 lap down. And you're right, Ty Morosco putting the hammer down pretty good now.
He is.
Up to the 10th spot is Ty. Check in on our race leader, Matt Gruenberg, now with an 8/10 of a second lead over Jamie Walker. Dalton Kilrow behind Walker for 3rd spot.
You mean Dalton Tucker?
Dalton Tucker, yeah, that's the one.
The other Dalton.
The other Dalton. And Derek Paulson running in 4th. Blake Decker rounds out the top 5 in his old Woodside machine.
Then we got Hank Caston in 6th, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in 7th with Cody Moore behind him in the 24 and 8th. Dalton Kilrow. That's the one that you were looking for. He's in 9th. Ty Morosco still. He's rounding out that top 10 as he's working on the inside there. The 16 TRJ Karting.com Ford Mustang.
Jacob Hoppy coming on down pit road. Maybe early service for him. Gruenberg still with about a 7/10 of a second lead over Jamie Walker. And that lead is definitely closing up. I mean, Walker is coming, and he is bringing Dalton Tucker and Derek Paulson along for the ride. That inside lane, I don't think that's where you want to be to save tires. And if the 54 is going to continue down there, he might be hurting that right front tire just a little bit. We talked to Jason Powell at the beginning of the race. He said that very clearly, you got to protect that right front tire.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think that might be why, because I mean, I've been watching the 54 and the 88. They're definitely running different lines, Chris. And I think Gruenberg might have just abused it just a little bit too much. That's allowing Walker and Dan Tucker to catch up a little bit.
Amanda Sherman, you see her peel down underneath the white line, maybe bringing it down pit road.
He is.
As we've got another round of pit stops that are happening. Dalton Tucker in 3rd spot, following Jamie Walker. Like, really following him, learning. I like it. Nice long green flag stretch here for these guys. Exactly what the doctor ordered after last week. Perkins just ahead of your race leader. Matt Gruenberg drops down to the inside, goes around the 33.
Ooh, in the 55, Chris, I just got news from Joshua Rutherford in the 55. He blew his engine.
Oh, boy.
Got the barbecue lit down there on pit road.
Well, if you're hungry, make sure to visit the 55 pit stall. As it is up to temperature, throw a steak on it. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. Race number 5 at Atlanta. Right now, our race leader, Matt Gruenberg, up 34 spots to get there. Dalton Tucker looking down to the inside, might be looking. He's just trying to get around. Who is that? The 98. Oh, the 98's coming around. 98 just come off pit road, and he is fast. Jamie Walker peeling it down. Here comes the 51. Gruenberg also on pit road. That's going to give the race lead over to Derek Paulson. So Derek, after a few not so great races, is having a good one here at Atlanta.
I mean, Paulson's another one of those drivers, Chris. We saw a lot of success out of the 6 camp last season. Maybe just trying to figure out these cars a little bit, and he's another one that needs a good race here tonight. And now he's going to bring it down pit road.
Yeah, he's bringing it down pit road. That should give it over to the Butcher. He doesn't. As the Butcher brings it down, so does Dalton Kilroy, Ty Morosco. Matt Hackathorn out there. Let's see if when he comes down, you know he's not going to stretch it again.
Nope.
He's bringing it down right now. Terry Foster in the 86. What's he going to do? He's bringing it down. Good call out of him. Brad Collins, Rick Thompson, both bringing it down. And that should bring it right back around to Matt Gruenberg.
I think a lot of drivers learned something there from that last stage, Chris, where they don't want to be left out there too long.
Yeah. Don't know what happened with Jamie Walker, but an extended pit stop for the 88. He's being shown as the first car 1 lap down. So that puts Dalton Tucker in 2nd spot, Blake Decker in 3rd. Derek Paulson back to 4th. Hank Caston having another fantastic race. Rick, he's running in the top 5, 5th spot.
Yeah, well, Hanks, you've been pouring it on this season. I just heard a little bit more there from the 55 pit crew. Due to that big caution there that happened quite a few laps ago now. But after about 50 laps, the old water temp finally got a little warm, started blinking, and then just blew. That's unfortunate there for the 55 crew.
Top 15 being scored on the lead lap. Terry Foster going to be the first car 1 lap down after it's all cycled through. Here comes the 44, Aaron Bach over on the pit road. He's a couple of laps down. So Matt Gruenberg leads the way.
Trying to steal another win away from somebody. Of course, Matt Gruenberg is locked into the playoffs already, along with Jamie Walker and Dalton Tucker. Matt Gruenberg has about a 2-second lead from the 2nd place person. That's the 51, Dalton Tucker. Derek Paulson, about 10 seconds. He's got the Shermanator working on his inside. Shermanator trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Sherman actually being scored 2 laps down at this time. He's one of a few 2-lap down drivers. Then drops a 25th spot. Perkins 3 laps down. Some 4 and 5 lap drivers. Corey Sherman able to get around Derek Paulson. That's one less driver. Just ahead of him, teammate Terry Foster. And Foster kind of moves up, lets him go by, it looks like. I believe Terry is only 1 lap down, so I think the call from camp was let him go. Got an eye on Jamie Walker, who was up front. Don't know exactly what happened to him on pit road, but came out 1 lap down. And now John Perkins goes around him.
Yeah, I didn't catch what happened to the 88 in the pit. I tried to go back and look for it, but there's a lot of passing going on the track right now. James Miller down pit road. He's leaving this pit. Nick Okier down pit road.
Showing top 12 drivers on the lead lap. Matt Gruenberg leading the way. Dalton Tucker and that Monster Energy number 51 in second spot. Derek Paulson in the MF Racing Designs number 6 in third spot. Blake Decker in the Old Woodside number 92 in fourth. Ty Morosco in the MF Racing Designs number 1 in fifth spot. And look at that. 3 out of the top 5 cars all have MF Racing Designs on them. Ty Morosco is moving pretty good right now, Rick. He's in 4th spot. He just got around Blake Decker, and man, he just left him.
He did.
Number 98, Jeffrey Fisher, being scored a couple laps down, but out there trying to get around the track.
Yeah, Fisher's under a new paint scheme this week also.
Trying to see what I can't really see what it is, but I like the yellow and blue. How about Amanda Sherman? She was firing it off earlier on, and she is running in 22nd spot right now. A great job from her here tonight.
That's going to be one excited driver tomorrow during the podcast, let me tell you.
Yeah, with reason. Ian Habiuk, Jacob Hoppy running nose to tail out there. Hoppy going around the 16.
Hoppy calling out, just letting him know, hey, I'm coming down pit road next time by, just so you know. Give me some room.
Cody Moore in the 24 goes around Hank Caston. Moore running in 9th position. Puts Caston back to 10th. In 8th spot, it is Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Dalton Kilroe, last season's champion. Running in the 7th spot in his number 41.
The old Daddy-O's machine.
Yes, indeed.
And I'll keep it rated PG, but in the F Cancer, Daddy-O's number 41.
Yeah. How about Vincent Arthur? This is his first race with these guys, and man, he is doing fantastic out there. Running in the 6th spot.
Yeah, he really is, Chris. Like I said earlier, you know, it's been a great season for the newcomers here. I mean, Matt Grunberg has won, locked himself in. Dalton Tucker has won 2, locked himself in. Maybe that's the thing. You gotta be new to win here. Maybe this season.
I don't know. I mean, Jamie's already won one.
Jamie has won one. Yep, you are right. I'm digging that SpaceX 99 though. Man, that looks cool.
Corey Sherman going around Matt Hackathorn, following Derek Paulson in 3rd. Dalton Tucker still in 2nd spot. And Matt Gruenberg, your race leader, by 1.55 seconds. Last time Gruenberg was on pit road, lap 112.
Ooh, Hank pulls it down.
Hank Caston bring it down pit road.
That's kind of scary there because the 61 Randy McAvoy was right there too, so all the drivers trying to figure out a way around him.
Cody Moore in 9th spot goes down a lap. Well, I was questioning Matt Gruenberg's line around this track, and I guess I can't anymore. It is definitely working for the 54.
It is.
Next driver on the hit parade, Terry Foster in the 86, already down and gonna go down again. So Terry Foster falls another lap to our race leader, the 54 of Matt Gruenberg. And Amanda Sherman, now the next driver in front of our race leader. She holds that bottom line. And the 54 goes around on the outside.
Now the Butcher's got to be careful. Of course, that 10 Mountain Dew machine is sitting in 7th position. But the car right behind him is the race leader.
Make it 8 for the Butcher. He's right behind Dalton Kilroe. The 88 looks like he's peeling down.
Oh, I might have found out what happened to Jamie Walker, Chris, when he was coming down pit road there multiple laps ago. He accidentally hit the cone entering into pit road, and it gave him an unsafe pit entrance, and I think he served that black flag.
Oh, that would do it.
And Hank Caston just got bit by the same thing.
You've got to be careful getting on the pit road. The Butcher has the race leader right behind him. Gruenberg drops down to the inside, gonna put 7th spot, 1 lap down, as Matt Gruenberg has certainly found something here with his number 54. The 92 brings it down pit road.
And this is something that we have yet to see this season.
Lots of drivers down the lap. You're absolutely right, Rick. Long green flag laps, and this field is spread out. The 54 gonna let everybody get a lap back here, or try to, as he brings it down pit road hard on the brakes. Dalton Tucker gonna follow him down. Derek Paulson running in third, may be able to pick up a race lead here, and he does. So Derek Paulson credited for leading a lap here in his number 6. Ty Morosco going to jump to 2nd spot. These drivers that have stayed out on track, they have to go.
They do. Get as much time back as you possibly can.
And then they're going to have to come down pit road and give it all up. Here comes Derek Paulson down on pit road, hard on the brakes. Ty Morosco going to take over the race lead. So the 1 car picks up a lap lead here tonight. Multiple laps led by different drivers here tonight.
And a good long green flag run, Chris. Doing some green flag pit stops. Not a favorite for a lot of drivers. It is tough.
And Morosco now brings it down pit road. That's going to give it on over to Matt Gruenberg again as our race leader. Gruenberg came down, did not take tires. We're going to find out if anybody inside the top 10 did once it cycles through. And it looks like seventh place Dalton Kilroe, 8th place Jordan McAvoy, 9th place Hank Caston, and 10th place Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Howell have fresh tires, but will it be enough?
You got a lot of track to make up.
Matt Hackathorn finds himself on pit road. Gruenberg with a 1.5 second lead over Dalton Tucker in the 51.
Of course, Hackathorn, one of those drivers there during the first stage, Chris, found out exactly how long he can go. Doing a little reconnaissance, and it worked out for him. He will never run out of fuel at Atlanta again.
No, not with this car. Don Kilroe, one of those drivers that picked up new tires on pit road, already up to 6th spot. So that 41 is running fast, and he's got the race leader right ahead of him. If he can get a lap back, he's only got another full lap to catch him again.
He's going to pass all them cars again.
And he's going to make this one happen. Now the 41 wouldn't mind a caution.
Exactly.
Look how much faster he is on those fresh tires.
It's around the 61 of Randy McAvoy. Now he's got the 73 of Casey Campbell in the sights. Yeah, Dalton's definitely moving. Like I said, he's got a lot of cars to pass.
The Butcher trying to catch the race leader and do the same thing. The 10 car being scored a lap down, and he is starting to catch Gruenberg. And he does it. And wastes no time getting around our race leader. So the Butcher finds himself on the tail end of the lead lap. So a couple of drivers now getting their laps back, Rick. Don Kilroe not even in camera anymore. I mean, he is gone.
It's go time.
Sorry, no, I'm not talking. I was looking at some paint jobs.
There's some nice ones out there.
There are.
I'm just watching a bunch of drivers trying to get. They already got their lap back, but now they got to go through the field again. Instead of falling back here, I'm looking at Dalton Tucker here in second place. Got Jordan McAvoy on the 66 going around him.
Yeah, McAvoy, one of those drivers who has fresh tires, is down a lap. Would love to get it back. And his Toyota Camry is moving around pretty good. Here comes Cody Moore in the 24 trying to do the same thing.
And there goes Moore on the outside.
Yeah, Moore's going to get it done on the outside around Gruenberg. McAvoy right behind our race leader. The 66 going to look for his lap back. There is some pretty serious tire fall off here.
Yes, there is.
Last time by for Matt Gruenberg, a 33.28. His best lap time, a 31.08. So a little over 2 seconds. Last time around the circuit, Dalton Kilroe had the fastest lap time of 32.06. So he's running just a bit over a second faster than our race leader per lap right now. If he can keep that pace.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Dalton Kilroe almost lost it. Got in there with Powell just a little bit. Ooh. Now the kid, the 16, Ian Habia, got his racing gloves on, I noticed, in the in-car camera, Chris, and now he's looking to get a lap back from Matt Grunberg. That's those Terry Foster and John Perkins waiting in the wings. There goes the Hurricane. Here comes the man.
Terry Foster. He's having a pretty good race. He's led a lap. Right now sits in 20th position. The 16 just in front of him is 4th position. That'd be 19th. Matt Grunberg getting passed by everybody right now.
Everybody. Here comes the 5 of Corey Rutherford.
Yeah,
You gotta be careful because look at the 51.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, more importantly, the 51 is right there. Dalton Tucker starting to bring it in.
And of course, the 54 and the 51 are on an old set of tires, Chris. So Matt Grunberg losing a little bit of steam, even though he's staying ahead.
Oh, Terry Foster looking to the inside, couldn't quite get there, so the 5 gonna stay down low. Foster was looking for the inside on the 16, couldn't get there. Rutherford goes around Terry Foster. Not for position. And Rutherford not going to stop there. He gets side by side with the 16 and goes around him on the inside.
Now here comes Terry on the inside.
This one for a position. Terry Foster looking for 19th. And he is going to take it away from the kid. Ian looks to move back down. Can't quite get there. Door is shut by the 86 of Terry Foster. Next corner. Terry lets it float up just a little bit. That gives the 16 an opportunity on the inside. Oh, Foster into the wall. Oh, Foster's trying to hold on to it. Just in front of the race leader. Everybody peels down. Oh, Foster's not done yet. Still trying to hold it into the wall. Now brings it back down. Heavy damage on the 86.
But that was a good save handling the car there, Chris.
Oh my lord. That was horrible for Terry. I feel bad
for him. It could have been worse, though.
Could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
Tell you what it did do, though, is it allowed Dalton Tucker really to get on the back bumper of Matt Grunberg. And Tucker is using that up lane, trying to gather up all the momentum the 51 can handle. And now Tuck's down right on that white line with the 54 of Grunberg. Bumper to bumper they go. Slightly different lines being driven between these two drivers. This is for the race lead. Both drivers up 34 spots to get to where they are.
Unfortunately, they don't get to claim the bonus points for the biggest movers of the race because they did not qualify. But still, they worked hard to get there.
How about Dalton Kilroe? All of a sudden finds himself in 3rd spot after passing Derek Paulson. Rick, it wasn't that long ago he was getting a lap back. Now he's running in 3rd. He's still running about 0.4 of a second faster per lap than our race leaders. But he is about 17 seconds behind them. There's going to be another pit stop here. And it's just a matter of when. About 30 laps to go. And I do need to thank everybody out there in YouTube watching along here tonight, live from Atlanta, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Long green flag runs here tonight. Terry Foster ended up bringing it down pit road. He is getting repairs made. So what was going to be a great night for Foster is turning into something else as he has dropped down to 25th position. Dalton Kilroy, our third place runner, has shaved off a little bit more time. It was 17 seconds. Now it's 16, and there's a crash. Hank Caston might be involved. Are we going to go to a caution? This could be huge. Hank Caston on pit road, so no caution. Let's go back and see what happened to him. He was bringing it down. Looks like he was coming back out on track. And yeah, just couldn't or didn't want to get it going again. 36 peels off. Speaking of peeling off, our race leaders have peeled off, and that's going to allow Dalton Kilroy to try and make up some time. He's going to bring it down pit road. Not a bad move. Hard on the brakes, locks up the front tires. The Butcher takes over race lead. So depending on how Dalton Tucker comes off on pit road, he might be in decent shape here. The last time the 10 was on pit road, lap 140, he got 4 tires and fuel. Gruenberg coming back out on track after a 4-tire stop, along with Dalton Tucker. Dalton Kilroy also had 4 tires in the bank, so he's coming back out with 4 fresh ones as the Butcher brings it down pit road. Timer Roscoe. Well, I was going to say he was the race leader, but that didn't last long as he's bringing it down pit road, and it's going to give it over to Matt Gruenberg once again. So it's Gruenberg, Tucker, 1 and 2. Matt Hackathorn being scored in 3rd spot right now. Hackathorn, last time he was on pit road, 143 with 26 laps to go here tonight. He's going to have to bring it down again. Matt Gruenberg, our race leader, once again. Last time by with those fresh tires, a 31.20. Dalton Tucker, 2nd spot, a 31.30. Everybody getting out of the way here for your race leader. Boy, once Gruenberg found the lead, he is not going to give it up. Not easily. Dalton Tucker throwing that car around, trying to figure out a way to catch him. Dalton Kilroy on those fresh tires, but he's running about a second slower than Matt Gruenberg right now. So Kilroy needs to find some speed or else he is going to be way gone. Already 19 seconds behind. Terry Foster was able to find himself back out on the track after getting some repairs done. Five minutes on pit road. Matt Gruenberg, consistently the fastest driver out there, except for last lap. Oh no, he was the fastest car out there last lap as well. 31.39. Don Kilroe finds himself 21.4 seconds behind Gruenberg now. So Kilroe going the wrong way, even with the fresh tires. With 20 laps to go, he is going to have to pick it up if he can. How about Amanda Sherman right now being scored in the 21st spot? A great run for her. Up 7 positions since the drop of the green flag here tonight. And the confidence, you can just feel it growing for her. Corey Sherman sits in 15th spot. Up 8 to get there. And Gruenberg hot on his tail. Can anybody catch Matt Gruenberg here tonight? As once he took over the race lead, it has been lights out. Rick is still with us, just unable to talk at this point. Just so you all know. Watching the 41 of Dalton Tucker. Still runs in that 3rd spot. At 22.93 seconds behind Matt Gruenberg at this time. We haven't really done it yet tonight, so let's climb on board with our race leader, Matt Gruenberg. We'll take a lap or two around this big track known as Atlanta Motor Speedway. Coming off of turn number 4, it's going to float up towards the wall, then he's going to bring it back down. Over the start-finish line, let's take a lap. Yeah, it's a couple of laps around Atlanta Motor Speedway with our race leader, Matt Gruenberg. 12 laps to go with Dalton Tucker sitting in second spot. The gap to the race leader, 3.4 seconds. So Tucker, although he is trying, has a long way to go to try and catch him. And just don't see it happening right now. Gruenberg is fast out there on track. Dalton Kilroe sits in the third spot. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin has managed to get right to the bag bumper. So that could be a battle here for third spot. And as we said, the Butcher running on with a purpose here tonight. So a top three, something I'm sure he would love. With 11 laps to go, he has got it right in his sights. Derek Paulson having a good race here tonight in his number 6. He's running in the top 5, 5th spot. Newcomer to the Blazing Pedals, Vincent Arthur. I don't know if there's a relation there with Mark, but Vincent running in 6th spot. Cody Moore has won a couple so far this season. Right now running in 7th spot. How about Jordan McAvoy doing a fine job tonight, running inside the top 10, running 8th position. Brian Dees, he led some laps. He got into a wall. He got into an incident. And still running inside the top 10. Dees getting it done here in 9th spot. Brad Collins has had a quiet night here in his number 22. He's up 15 spots into the 10th position. And Brad Collins doing a great job here tonight. Matt Hackathorn. Matt ran out of gas. Almost won stage number 2. And couldn't quite do it. But he is running in 11th position. How about Mr. RV himself, Rick Thompson, in the number 76, running in 12th position. Blake Decker, Old Woodside, running in 13th. Corey Sherman running in the 14th spot. Jason Powell in the 18, running in 15th position. Casey Campbell in the 73, running in 16th. Ty Morosco in the 1 car, running 17th. Ian Habiuk in the 16, running in 18th spot. Jeffrey Fisher trying to climb in, and he did, into the top 20, running 19th spot is Jeffrey Fisher. And John Perkins in the 33, even with that damage, running in the side, the top 20. Up front, though, it is Matt Gruenberg leading the way. Up 34 spots to the race lead. 7 laps to go. And the top 7 cars on the lead lap. Got to thank everybody once again for tuning into this one. It has been green for most of the night here tonight. A great change from last week. And it's been a lot of fun. It's Toyota, Chevy, Ford, your top 5 for all you manufacturer guys out there, guys and gals. Matt Gruenberg looking to try and find the race win here tonight with 5 laps to go. This is the He Is Risen 195. Our Easter special. Next week we're off. We'll be back in 2 weeks from tonight. Dalton Tucker, another driver up 34 spots, but looks like he is going to have to settle for possibly a 2nd place finish here tonight. And that's not really a settle. That's an awesome job. Again, up 34 spots, just like our race leader. Matt Grunberg. Neither driver eligible, though, for our biggest mover award, as neither one of them qualified. Cody Moore about to go down a lap to our race leader. That is our 7th place runner, and he is on the lead lap. But with 3 laps to go, looks like he might be getting ready to go down a lap. Next time by, it's going to be popsicle sticks in the air, indicating 2 laps to go. And they are in the air, and 2 laps it is for our race leader, Matt Gruenberg. The 54 down low into turns 1 and 2. Cody Moore sticks it up high, and Moore cannot hold on to that lead lap as the race leader, Gruenberg, takes it away from him. With 2 laps to go, Matt Gruenberg still on fire. 4.5 second lead over Dalton Tucker. 23-second lead over Dalton Kilrow as we are in the white flag lap, last lap of the race. The 54 going to try and take it home. Very few cautions here tonight. Great racing all around. And the 54 comes off from turn number 4, ready to take the checkered flag. And the race is done. Congratulations goes out to Matt Gruenberg, our race winner. Dalton Tucker in 2nd, and Dalton Kilrow going to take it home in 3rd. Still racing it out, though, back here for that 3rd spot as Dalton Kilrow will keep it going on him until he crosses the start-finish line. Terry Foster just ahead of him. And there it is. Top 3 have crossed the start-finish line. Congratulations once again going out to Matt Gruenberg. And that is the race. What a race. All right. Let's take a look in on the points one more time here. As Matt Gruenberg, this is going to be his 2nd win. So Dalton Tucker's 1-2, Matt Gruenberg's 1-2, Jamie Walker has 1-1, and that is our top 3 in points, all locked into the chase. Gruenberg going to burn the house down. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after a couple of words. I got to take a break. Then we'll have some post-race interviews right around the corner.
iRacing, you one of the best. You got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And back live here as we have finished 195 laps here tonight. We've got our top 3 sitting back ready to talk to us. We're going to start off with last season's champion, the 41 of Dalton Kilrow. Dalton, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
10-4.
Well, bud, it was a long race, but somehow you managed to finish in 3rd here tonight. What was the trick?
It was just saving tires, being as clean as I possibly could, try to stay on the wall. There were a couple times I scraped the wall and kind of hurt a little bit of speed, but it was just managing the throttle, trying to save the right front and right rear at the same time, and just be there at the end.
All right, buddy, and certainly you did with a third place finish. Who do you have on the 41 that you need to thank tonight?
I got to thank Daddy-O's Barbershop, everybody at the Turn 3 Racing Network for the broadcast. You guys kill it every week. Got to thank TRJ Karting.com. Got to thank Butt Kicker for coming on this season. Got to thank Michael Falk Racing Designs. Got to thank David Lamb at Pay to Win Setups for the setup tonight. Setup felt really good. Was a little tighter than I would have liked, in my opinion, on entry, but once the car rotated, it was really good. Most of these sets are always really good. I think Mark, Sam, and the rest of the admins at Blazing Pedals for putting on such a great league, and everybody else on track for having us a pretty good, clean green flag run and race.
Yeah, it was very green flaggy tonight, Dalton. Congratulations once again on your third place finish, bud.
Thank you.
All right. Our 41 driver, Dalton Tucker, bringing it home in third spot. In second place tonight, it's going to be the other Dalton Tucker, out of the 51 camp. Dalton, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you, man.
All right, bud. A second place finish. Nothing to sneeze at. What a race for you, man. You were closing in on Gruenberg. Then you guys came down pit road, and it was lights out from there. Did you have anything?
Coming to the end of the the last pit stop, that second to last run we had, I closed in on him. I got real close to him. He took away the high line that was really working for me, and right when I got up behind him, I just barely tagged the wall, and it gave me about 45 seconds worth of damage, and after that I knew it was either over or I'd had to save fuel. So I tried saving fuel, but the farther I backed off, that gave him more of a gap to save fuel as well.
Yeah, and that's what happens. It's kind of a catch as catch can. If you can save fuel, the guy in front of you can as well. But a good, solid top three finish here in second spot. Who do you have on the side of that 51 that you need to thank tonight?
Just give a shout out to Monster Energy again, and obviously TRJ Karting and Butt Kicker for doing the series for us, and just appreciate my family staying up and watching this. It's pretty late where they are, and they're on the older side, so I know how difficult that probably is for them. Just appreciate them. Appreciate you guys in the booth.
All right, but I hope you're talking about Edward out there, because he's been chatting it up here tonight, and a good, solid second place finish to show him what you can do out there on track.
Thanks, man.
All right, Don Tucker bringing it home in second spot in that number 51, and that's going to leave us with one more driver to talk to. Hopefully he unmutes his microphone. He did. It is Matt Gruenberg. Matt, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, oh man, what a race you had, bud. It took you a little while to find the front, and once you did, it was all done. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize to you right now. You were running a line that I didn't think was going to work. I thought it was going to chew up the right front tire. And here you are, race winner here tonight. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was probably a line that a lot of other drivers weren't going to use tonight. It's just kind of the line that I found that worked in practice, and I noticed that the tire wear wasn't too terribly bad in practice. I didn't really compare with the top, but I knew it was going to be quick on the bottom. That was just kind of the game plan going into tonight, was just run the bottom, and if it works out, it works out. Fortunately, it did. The strategy paid off. I was able to save the tires to the end, and caution actually fell in a perfect spot there in the middle of stage 2, and I was able to make it to the end without pitting. Gave us good track position on the final stage restart, and thankfully there was no yellows.
Yeah, long green flag run, and that's got to be tiring for anybody. But man, what a race for you. But who do you have on the 54 that you need to thank tonight? Because it was a heck of a run.
I'd just like to thank Team AV, James Miller, Jeffrey Fisher, and the rest of Team AV, Jordan, Randy, and Matt Hackathorn. Just keeping the race fun in the chat, keeping it going. It was quite a long race, so it was great to have those guys in the chat with me tonight. And just like to thank the sponsors of the league, TRJ Karting, Pay to Win Setups, and MF Racing Designs.
Yeah, that's awesome, bud. Congratulations once again. You're going to take a week off now, and then we're going to Homestead. How do you feel about Homestead?
Well, that's good. I'm glad we got a week off because that was a long race and it was tiring. I feel pretty good going into Homestead. I typically run pretty good there, so we'll see if the strategy can work out for us again, and hopefully pick up another one.
All right. Matt Gruenberg, our race winner here tonight in the number 54. Congratulations to our top 3 drivers. And what a night here from Atlanta. And unfortunately, Rick still not able to chat with us, although he is typing to me and stuff. So he's still out there with us. And want to thank him for joining me up in the booth. Want to thank all of our sponsors, TRJKarting.com, Pay to Win, Setups, MF Racing Designs, Butt Kicker. And I want to thank Mark Arthur and Sam Baumgarten, the 2 admins that make it all possible here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Every Sunday night, we'll see you at Homestead in just a couple of weeks. Have a safe Easter, everybody, and take care of yourselves. Good night.
Yeah.